Hey guys, it's Dr. Harvey with Total Wellness Consultants, and today you're with me on my commute. Sometimes I have a really long commute, and I don't think there's any legal statute saying that you can't video record while you're driving. So until I know otherwise, I am going to assume that I am well within the legal limits of the law. Today I'm going to answer a question sent to me by Brian. Brian's a friend of mine in Texas, which is where I'm from, where I grew up. And Brian sent me an email inquiring about my thoughts on the perspective of seeking out therapy in Texas versus California. And his perspective was that in California, people are more inclined to seek therapy just as a luxury or an asset to help grow themselves and invest in themselves. And that in Texas, it was seen more as a negative, and he found it odd that people would spend money on personal trainers and nutritionists and things like this, but they would still see seeing a psychologist as, you know, a negative, right? Like, our relationship is so bad, we have to go to therapy, or I'm having so many issues since my divorce that I have to go to therapy, right? Something like that. So, you know, I think that the biggest difference is really just a cultural one, as far as, you know, Texas is very conservative on most fronts, and California is very forward-thinking and liberal in a lot of ways, right? Like politically and in mental health ways, and, you know, the Green Initiative and whatnot. So I think that's what I would chalk it up to mostly, which is unfortunate, because I do, you know, obviously see therapy as an asset, even without, you know, detrimental circumstance. I think we as human beings seek out relationship to grow ourselves. You know, all of our intimate relationships, whether they're family or romantic or friendship based, present struggles to us, and in those struggles we can decide to evolve and change and grow ourselves and compromise within the relationship, or maybe seek acceptance of someone whose behavior we don't agree with. We can make the decision to communicate effectively about things, or we can decide not to, right? We can decide to stonewall people, to sever ties, get a divorce, you know, taper off our friendships, distance ourselves, be passive aggressive with people, right? So all the time we're given options to grow our character, our personality, in these intimate relationships. In a therapeutic relationship, it is an intimate relationship, because the client is sharing, you know, their innermost thoughts and feelings. So it's a safe, whereas it's a place we can feel safe as a client. And because we are hiring a psychologist to do that, you know, we have the limits of confidentiality, right? We know that it's a safe place where we're going to be, you know, respected and accepted, and our information isn't going to be shared with anyone else, right? So we can practice this growing, if you will, right? Try and practice being a different way with someone in relationship, and then kind of generalize that to the outside world. So I clearly believe that therapy is a benefit, and that it's unfortunate that it's seen as a negative stigma in Texas. And I hope there's something that we can do to change that. I hope that over time it becomes more accepted as a general practice instead of just the rule, you know, the exception to the rule. I hope that answers your question. I know this was a little lengthy. I'm going to try to keep these briefer in the future. So thanks for the question, Brian, and I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. Make sure to send me your questions. All right.